The air crackles with conspiracy. It always does when the topic of celebrity clones is broached, but this time, it feels different. This time, the whispers aren't confined to the shadowy corners of the internet. They're echoing from the mouth of Katt Williams, a man who's built a career on speaking uncomfortable truths, no matter how outlandish they may seem. Katt didn't drop Gucci Mane's name directly, but he didn't have to. The insinuation hung heavy in the air, thick with the implications of industry secrets and manufactured personas. He spoke of a Hollywood that eliminates and replaces, a system where stars become puppets, controlled by unseen forces. And suddenly, all those old rumors about Gucci, the drastic physical transformation, the personality shift, they didn't seem so crazy anymore. Let's rewind. Before the speculation, before the whispers of clones and body doubles, there was Radric Delantic Davis, the man we knew as Gucci Mane. He was raw, unpredictable, and undeniably talented. His music was a reflection of his life, gritty, unapologetic, and often teetering on the edge of chaos. He was Atlanta. He was trap music personified. Then came the fall, 2013, a year of erratic behavior, public meltdowns, and a Twitter rampage that burned bridges faster than a wildfire. He went after everyone: Nicki Minaj, Waka Flocka Flame, Yo Gotti. No one was safe from his digital wrath. And then the physical altercations, a champagne bottle to the head in a club, threats in traffic, resisting arrest, attacking officers. The Gucci Mane we knew was self-destructing in real time. The sentence, 3 years. But he only served 2, released early for good behavior. It was during this time behind bars that the narrative began to shift. He publicly admitted to being a crack addict, confessed his addiction to lean, and vowed to turn his life around. The tweets were contrite, apologetic, almost too perfect, and then he emerged. Slimmer, healthier, seemingly reformed. The transformation was striking. The man who walked out of prison looked like Gucci Mane, but something was off. The swagger was still there, the ice still glistened, but the eyes seemed different. Empty, some said. Soulless. The rumors started swirling almost immediately. Had Gucci truly changed, or was this something else entirely? Had the man we knew died in prison and been replaced with a meticulously crafted clone? It sounds like science fiction, a plot ripped straight from a B-movie, but the whispers persisted, fueled by the words of those who claimed to know the real Gucci. His ex-girlfriend, Shella Marie, known as Mac Breezy, added fuel to the fire. She claimed, point blank, that Gucci had died in prison and been cloned. She said the man she saw after his release was a shell, a robot programmed to emulate the Gucci Mane the world knew and loved. He looked like Gucci, she insisted, but the soul was gone. Then came Mickey, another woman from Gucci's past, accusing his wife, Keisha Kawire, of being a handler paid by powerful industry figures to keep Gucci sedated and under control. According to Mickey, Keisha was there to ensure the Gucci puppet stayed on script. And now Katt Williams, with his signature blend of humor and hard truth, throws gasoline on the conspiracy bonfire. He speaks of cloning in Hollywood, of celebrities replaced when they become too difficult to manage. The timing is impeccable. The connection is undeniable. The question hangs in the air: what really happened to Gucci Mane? The internet, of course, has its own theories. One particularly bizarre claim came from rapper Hopsin, who confessed to being a Gucci Mane clone himself. He spun a tale of secret agents, threats against his family, and an all-white room where he was presented with a Gucci suit and the chilling realization that he was expected to become someone else. Gucci, for his part, addressed the rumors head-on. In a way, I feel like I grew, he said. I kind of morphed into a different person, shedding some of my old ways. I can say I grew up. I love the person I was. I love the person I am. And I love the person I grew to be. He attributed the transformation to weight loss, self-care, a change in mindset, and a conscious effort to distance himself from negative influences. A convenient explanation, perhaps, but one that did little to quell the rising tide of speculation. But let's consider the logistics, the sheer audacity of the alleged conspiracy. We're talking about replacing a global superstar, a multi-million-dollar brand, with a manufactured replica. The risks are astronomical. The potential for exposure, for a slip-up that shatters the illusion, is ever present. And for what? Control? Profit? The ability to manipulate a cultural icon? Perhaps. But is it really so far-fetched to believe that a man can simply change? That a near-death experience coupled with the harsh realities of prison can inspire genuine transformation? We live in an era of unprecedented access, where celebrities are constantly under surveillance, their every move scrutinized and dissected. Yet the cloning conspiracy persists, fueled by doubt, suspicion, and a deep-seated distrust of the powers that be. Katt Williams tapped into something primal, a fear that we are being deceived, that the faces we see on our screens are not always what they seem. He gave voice to the voiceless, to the millions who feel like pawns in a game they don't understand. The truth, as always, is likely far more complex, far more nuanced than any conspiracy theory can account for. Maybe Gucci Mane is a clone, maybe he's not. But the fact that we're even asking the question speaks volumes about the world we live in, a world where reality and illusion are increasingly blurred, and where the line between truth and fiction is often impossible to discern. Is it possible to engineer a brain-dead clone that will grow organs? Is it possible to clone humans at all? That's just the tip of the iceberg in this story of a man who has either changed his life around or has been replaced. The question isn't just about Gucci Mane, though. It's about the industry itself. The hunger for control, the relentless pursuit of profit, the willingness to sacrifice individuals for the sake of the machine. If cloning is indeed a reality in Hollywood, then Gucci is simply a high-profile example of a much larger, more insidious problem. Consider the implications. An artist becomes too outspoken, too rebellious, too difficult to manage. Suddenly they disappear, replaced by a compliant version, a puppet dancing to the tune of the industry's puppet masters. Their image, their music, their very identity becomes a commodity, controlled and manipulated for maximum financial gain. It's a chilling thought, a dystopian nightmare come to life. But is it really that far-fetched? We've seen artists silenced, careers destroyed, lives ruined for far less. The industry has a long and sordid history of exploiting its talent, of prioritizing profit over people. Is cloning simply the next logical step, the ultimate form of control? Katt Williams' words resonate because they tap into a deep-seated fear that we are being manipulated, that the reality we perceive is not always the truth. We see celebrities plastered across our screens, their lives seemingly perfect, their success undeniable. But what if those smiles are just masks, hiding a darker reality? What if the people we admire are not who they seem to be? The Gucci Mane clone conspiracy is a rabbit hole, a descent into a world of speculation and paranoia. But it's also a reflection of our times, a symptom of a society that is increasingly skeptical of authority, distrustful of institutions, and convinced that there's always more to the story than we're being told. Whether Gucci is a clone or simply a man who has undergone a remarkable transformation, the rumors surrounding him have exposed a raw nerve in the entertainment industry. They forced us to question the nature of identity, the price of fame, and the lengths to which those in power will go to maintain their control. And perhaps that's the most unsettling aspect of all. Not the possibility of cloning itself, but the realization that such a conspiracy is even plausible. That we live in a world where the lines between reality and fiction are so blurred that anything seems possible, no matter how outlandish it may seem. So, is Gucci Mane a clone? The answer, like so much in Hollywood, remains shrouded in mystery. But the question itself is a testament to the power of rumor, the allure of conspiracy, and the enduring human desire to believe that there's something more beneath the surface. Something darker, something stranger, something that defies explanation. Until there is undeniable evidence, the truth remains elusive, lost in a sea of speculation and conjecture. But one thing is certain, the Gucci Mane clone conspiracy will continue to fascinate and disturb, a chilling reminder that in the world of entertainment, nothing is ever quite as it seems. The show, as they say, must go on, no matter the cost.